Welcome, ancient dreamers, rebel teachers, and sacred masters. Join me as we explore the multidimensional nature of lucid dreams, waking dreams, astral projection, and symbology. My name is Jennifer Claroscura, and this is episode 10. Redefining Astral Projection. I was inspired by something I wrote a couple of years ago about how to treat a subject this mysterious, and that the only way is to keep redefining it because it keeps expanding as we evolve. We expand with it, we evolve with it. So what was once considered out of body for me became an inner projection, and yet it was a journey out into unknown realms. And it seemed so untamed. I described it as a wild creature that we are all attempting to trap long enough to study it. But deep inside, I knew that we couldn't yet define it because it is something that is ever evolving. So before you begin your journey out of body, before you begin to study, to astral project, I would like you to first consider redefining it momentarily, temporarily, for yourself, with you as your guide, with you as the base, as the foundation, your higher self as the foundation, as if your higher self already laid out the foundation. And you have to come out with that trust in your process, with the intelligence, trusting the intelligence of your soul and of your path, and not go out of your body after you read another author's take on what is out there for you, because what is going to happen, yes, there will be similarities between stories, but what's going to happen is that you are going to discover your path. People don't realize that once you begin an out-of-body journey, you are being initiated into this school, and it never ends after that. It will continue whether you are conscious of it or not. And it is yours. It is unique. It is for your soul. It is the plan that you came here to fulfill among many of the lessons and your own expansion, your own evolution. This practice can get misinterpreted because a lot of people are doing it, and a lot of people are trying to meet in astral projection in different lands, and there's nothing wrong with that, except that when you are first beginning, you're trying to replicate what's out here where you can meet up with people, and that feeds the illusion that everybody goes to the same place when they come out of body, and that's not my experience at all. Yes, you can meet people in a sense. If somebody is experiencing a cold world full of blue colors everywhere, and you're experiencing a green world full of forests and trees, you will have the experience that that person was in your world, and that person will have the experience that you were in theirs. There will be differences because each one is in their creation, in their path, in what's laid out for them. It will never be 100% a place that you go to and everybody can just step in, unless you are in the similar path, which is what tends to happen really. You begin to meet others in similar paths as yourself. A lot of people also think that they're going to come out of the body and know exactly what to do and what's going to happen and how to travel, because you have a sense of this in your body and it's completely different. It is not like a lucid dream, though it is accessible from one. It is not going to, your energy body is not going to react the way it does in a lucid dream. I spent so many astral projection travels stuck in between walls, stuck in between ceilings, and just not floating like a motionless rock in the middle of the air, because I didn't know how. I was trying to do things the way I do things here, and it's a whole different environment, air, density, mind. The body is not going to react the same way as it does in the physical sense. You have to practice intending to move. It is a lot of the third eye mind that is going to navigate. I used to feel like I would go forward, and instead I would go forward in time, or I would go forward and end up in the other side of the planet. Speed is not what it is here. So many things are going to get in the way of what you would consider a fun astral projection or a deep astral projection. First, you have to learn to navigate your astral projection, and that takes a lot of astral projections. So if you think that you're just going to come out and conquer the astral realms of your own creation, then I'm going to tell you that sure, but it will take time and practice and many other experiences within, not to mention that if you're going in with a ton of fears, you will have to deal with them there too. So before you enter this untamed realm, do your work outside in the physical environment. Go deep into your psyche. What are your fears? Try to come to peace with them. Be at peace with them. Resolve them. Therapy them. Do whatever you need to do with them. And build your belief. Build the belief that you are protected by the highest aspect within your being, guided by your highest self or God. It depends on how you consider, how you define God. There are many things that you need to define within yourself. The mindset, your mindset has to be focused on your heart space, on your guide, your inner guide, on your soul, on the indestructible source. And you will be ready after all that. You will be ready. But I always say, first, create some affirmations. Affirmations will allow your subconscious mind to begin to build and lay the foundation of a more relaxed and connected state of awareness before the expansion, before your out-of-body inner awakenings. So I'm going to share with you one affirmation. I am relaxed and connected to my higher self as I venture out into the magic of astral planes. My awareness is expanding in a way that honors my unique journey. I relax and let go. it is important that you say these affirmations in the present tense and begin to reprogram your mind so that you are able to navigate and feel like you are taken care of by your higher self, guide, universe, God, be what it may. I also use invocations, and this is a little more personal and powerful for me. It really sets me on summoning the path, the spiritual aspect of it, beyond the mind, the alchemical one that my soul responds to, not just my mind. And here is one. I summon the power of the heart to come forth and ground me as my highest self guides me through the cosmic path within astral planes. I am not telling you not to do it, but I am telling you to prepare. Remembering how to astral project consciously is awakening your abandoned craft. It is a part of who you are and how you're made, what you're made of. Our energy bodies are different parts of the same ship, fragmented and separated because we forgot how to work all parts of the ship simultaneously, consciously. The problem is that we use this dimension as the point of reference, the waking reality as the point of reference, as the starting point from which we perceive shifting. That's what astral travel, lucid dreaming, and all those journeys are about. It's about shifting that point of reference and opening up to our other conscious or unconscious aspects. And this is when expansion begins, when the alchemical changes and activations begin as you shift your point of reference. You're creating bridges between dimensions, bridges between this one and that one and the other one, and it begins to integrate your whole entire self or ship or whatever you want to call this that you are at the moment. When I was little, I used to dream about flying out of the universe. Creating a vehicle that could do this was my goal. And though everybody in my family found this amusing, I was serious. But years later, I realized I don't need to build the vehicle. In that sense, yes, I need to remember that I am that vehicle. I just need to activate and remember and bridge. You are that vehicle. We are that which we call technology. We are a refined version of technology in a sacred and divine path. Awakening our craft, writing the manuals as we go. And even though there are many missing parts, let's uncover them fearlessly, inspiring strength and respecting each unique individual's journey, believing that we are taken care of by our highest selves, guided by our soul, and trusting the unknown. Thank you for tuning in. This has been the Dream Pioneers podcast, episode 10, Redefining Astral Projection. My name is Jennifer, and you can find Dream Pioneers on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. as well as this podcast in SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube. I also have a website, dreampioneers.com, which I try to keep updated, but there are other things there you can explore. Thank you once again for tuning in. Until next time.